Today's seed is walk your talk. We're going to begin by laying down on our bolsters, or you can roll up towels or blankets, placing one under your neck, one under your mid-back, one under your knees. And you can lay in this position as long as you need, just to open up these areas of our body. So just spend some time in this position. You can pause the video. I spent about 15 minutes lying down before we began. But spend as much time as you need. When you're ready, bring yourself up to a seated position. You can leave the bolster under your knees and just bow your head forward, tucking in your chin. This chakra holds our flexibility and our voice, and it's our right to speak and be heard. But we have to be sure that what we are saying is also what we're doing. Stretch your neck over to the left side, back to center, over to the right side, and inhale back to center. Bowing forward one more time, and then just allow your head to roll from side to side. Staying flexible is key to being able to walk our talk, because if we make it too rigid, we're not going to be able to follow our own words. It's being able to look behind and look to the side. And back to center. Come to tabletop position, and we're going to do a couple cat-cows. So just remembering that when you're in cow, you're inhaling, and cat, you're exhaling. And as we do these today, we're going to come all the way forward and all the way back. So with our cat, we're going to come forward and just allow this to flow into cow, reaching back, bringing your bum down to your heels, back to tabletop, into cat, bringing this forward. Tabletop cow, bringing your bum back to your heels, breathing and opening and moving, flowing naturally. Cow, cat, and just extend forward. And then come on back and rest kneeling. And then bring your hands down and lift your body up to a downward facing dog, pedaling out your feet. Nice and aligned in your body from your tailbone all the way to the tip of your head. Looking between your hands, jump or step forward with your feet between your hands. Exhale, bowing down. Lots of opening and closing in the throat area today. You can take hold of your big toes and give them a little massage. And then rise all the way up to upward salute. Stretching out where you need to in your hands. Back bend when you reach the top. And then with your hands in prayer, place them on your shoulder blades on your back. Inhale them back up. And exhale them down to heart center. Today we're going to practice with intention. So inhaling to upward salute, exhaling, hands come down to the ground as far as you can go. Inhale, half lift, opening your throat, closing your throat, tucking in your chin, as close as you can to your body. Plant your hands firmly down on the ground, bending your knees if you have to, and then step back into plank. Finding alignment again in this position. And chaturanga down, hovering just above the ground, pushing yourself back up. Little mini push-up. Come on down, hovering, don't come all the way down, and push yourself back up. Trying to keep your body in a straight line the whole time. Come on down one more time. Hover and hold, opening your throat, and then allow your body to come down into a half cobra. Rest your head down on the ground. Hands can rest on your sides. Feel your heart on the ground. Listen to the earth. See if you can hear your own heartbeat. Placing your hands firmly under your shoulders, push yourself up into a downward facing dog. And breathe. Step forward with your right foot. Allow your left knee to come down to the ground. Your top of your foot can be placed on the ground, and come into a deep, low lunge. Walk your foot over to your left wrist and come into a high pigeon, opening up your throat. Bring your head back and then bow forward. Turning your back foot down and opening up your right sacral area. Extend your left arm up to the sky and open up your body. Open up your neck and your throat with this stretch. Circling your arms clockwise 3 times. Feeling how the pull of your arms pulls your neck and your throat and your voice. And then bringing that arm down, hand placed firmly. Both feet come to the back of your mat, pushing up into downward facing dog, and breathe. Left foot comes between your hands. Right foot extends back behind you. Nice deep low lunge. Opening your throat up by looking up. And then walking your left foot over to your right wrist and come into a high pigeon. Again, opening your throat by looking up. Breathing through your throat, feeling the breath going through your throat. And then bow your head down and feel that closing. All that opening and closing is moving fluids. Allow that right foot to come down, left Sacral area opens up, extending your right arm up, opening up your neck. Circle your right arm, feeling the pull, feeling how your heart can pull your throat. And open your neck, making sure it's comfortable, allowing it to relax. Right hand comes down, left foot comes back to meet the right into upward facing dog. Come up on your tippy toes and then come on down, almost like you're going into child's pose, but you're still on your tippy toes. Push back up into downward facing dog and do this in a flowing movement. So when you are in your downward facing dog, open up your neck, looking up on your tippy toes, closing up your throat. Come down into child's pose on your tippy toes, back on your tippy toes, up into downward facing dog, and close up again. Opening up, downward facing dog. Tailbone is extended out. Right foot comes forward and rise up into warrior one. Your back foot is placed down with your toes pointed towards the left corner of your mat. Circling your arms. Backwards 3 circles. And then forwards 3 circles. Reaching up. And then turn your body into a warrior 2. Looking over your right fingertips. And reach in this warrior position. Feeling the pull of your arms. When you can't go any further, come into a side lunge. You can rest your right elbow on your knee and then circle your arms again. Rise back up into a star and then turn into a warrior 2 the other way. Reach, and when you can't reach anymore, bring your left elbow down to your left knee. And come into a side stretch, opening up. Looking up at your hand, feeling the pull of your throat as you circle your arms. Relax your neck. Rise up into warrior 1 with your left foot forward. Make sure your back foot is planted. You might have to make adjustments. Circling your arms again, backwards. Creating space and movement and flexibility. Hands come down on either side of your front foot and then step back into plank. Chaturanga down, hovering for a moment, come into a half cobra, and this time allow your forehead to come down to the ground. Lift your toes off the ground and let them hover. Push yourself up back into downward facing dog, pedaling out your feet, moving those hips. Your hips and your throat both have creative energy. Bring yourself down to a seated position with legs straight out, and then tuck your right knee in close to your body. Place that right foot on the outside of your left knee. Raise your left arm up and place your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Right hand can come behind you and come into a twist. So deep breaths here, and with every breath, when you inhale, you create space, and you exhale, twist a little bit more. Looking behind you, and then turning your gaze to look over the left side, the left shoulder, and then look straight ahead. And feel how the way you're facing affects the stretch. It affects your throat. Unwind from this. Remove the puppy, if you must. And then tuck your other leg in close to your body. So it's your left foot this time. Take your left foot and place it on the outside of your right leg. Raise your right arm up. Bend your elbow and place your elbow on the outside of your left knee. Left hand can come behind you and twist. A deep breath extends your body, and an exhale, twist. Twist your entire body, squeeze out all those toxins, including in your throat and your voice and your neck. Looking behind you, over your left shoulder. And then turn your gaze to look over your right shoulder. Feel the different sensation. And then look straight ahead. Come on out of this twist into Dandasana and just lean forward. You can bend your legs here, bend your knees if you want to take hold of your toes, or you can just reach as far as you can. Your toes, the bottom of your toes is your throat chakra. So it's nice to give them that area a little bit of love. And reflexology, there's a lot that needs to be released in there with your jaw and your throat and your thyroid. Come all the way down, tucking your head in, and release this. Release any tightness with your breath. Rising up with an inhale. Come on down to supine position. Tuck in your left knee close to your body. And you can use your bolster here, placing it underneath your left arm or shoulder just to offer some support. As your left knee rests over on the right side. Come back to supine. Tuck in your right knee this time. And you can take your bolster and place it under your right shoulder as you twist your knee over to the left side. offering support under your right shoulder. Removing the bolster, come on down and find a comfortable position in Shavasana. And just feeling your alignment today. And you can stay in this position if you'd like. You can come up to a seated position, or you can do what I'm going to do and tuck your bolsters in again under your knees, under your either mid-back. It might be easier for an extended period if you put it more on your bum or your tailbone, and then also under your throat. And just feel your breath flowing through your throat area, passing through your ears and your neck. So much depression comes from the expectation to do things that we don't really believe and to say things we don't really believe and selling, and you lose sight of who you really are. And it comes out in your voice. There's a vibrational energy in your voice. And if you don't feel it in your heart and your gut, your intellectual aspect of wellness, or the top of your head with your mind and your brain and your spiritual connection and your imagination and your intuition, what comes out through your throat is not going to be balanced. And this is the area where we're shouting to the world, I'm here to speak and to be heard. And this is what you're creating, and no matter what anyone says, words do hurt. Tone of voice does hurt. Everyone needs to be validated and heard. And respect is a key word to fulfilling this. And this involves respect for yourself and others. And respect is earned. So become whatever it is you're selling. And when I say selling, I mean that's who you are. You're selling yourself. You're putting yourself out into the world. So let it be real and authentic. Walk your talk with impeccability and truth. And communication is key in every relationship. It's attractive. Being able to communicate is attractive, and understanding and receiving messages and hearing someone and having a deep intellectual conversation is attractive, and it shows you care. In order for people to really believe what you have to say, it's important that they know how much you care. So be sure to validate somebody else's message. When you receive a message, validate that person and that you heard them, whether or not you agree with them. Let them know that they're heard. It builds trust and dependability when you validate. And first impressions are often thought of as physical, but really what is never forgotten is sound. It creates a feeling. Think of music. And because this is our environmental aspect of wellness, it's our echo. It's a feeling of our surroundings based on vibrational energy, which is sound. So notice right now any sounds around you. And think about what's around you and surrounding you and echoing back to you in your home and your world and your environment. What does that feel like? And how can you improve with intention by speaking and validating and being sure that you're heard? make yourself a promise that you will speak with truthfulness for freedom, so that you can walk your talk. So that you can speak and you can be heard. Namaste.